They were meaning obedience worldwide. Welcome to Obidati Family TV. The program now Hope Alive. Yes, Hope Day. This time we come back again today and we won't bring some of the things where we say they happen for states. We know say our legal analyst, UC Maxwell, talk say this September, now the month where we say we dey hear plenty things we're going to come out from the election tribunals from different states. The one where we say whether protests don't even start before they even make that announcement. Now the one where they come out from Kanu State, they don't sack Kwankwaso NMPP governor. The governor where we say he don't start to demolish the things where Gandu abi wetin be the former governor build finish, where we say they don't even install the Sanusi back to in throne back. And all this one now, they don't carry and go give back to APC. Whether na rogue judgment, we go know when we get, waiting then talk for inside that their judgment, we go know. Then we get another one where they come up from Tinubu as our UC Maxwell go report, with the year say tomorrow, now the main date where they go give that very judgment or where they reserve to give the judgment for the governorship election where happen for Enugu. When I not say we don't report them before, say Labour Party don't they standard gidigban to take over that Enugu state. Sake of say Peter Mbawe be the governor now in do uruwuru for his own NYSC certificates. That one we know. So we dey wait that their declaration. And if we get any contrary one from that side, then go hear from us. Another one where we won't bring again come, now Bulkachuwa don't enter news again. And I know say, after Justice Bulkachuwa's husband don't talk that thing when he talk for the hand for Senate, ICPC and the DSS and other people begin to pursue him. They want arrest him because they talk say, make him come out all that judgment where we say he influence in wife where be Justice Bulkachuwa come out. Say make him come talk him. He no one talk him. Now he come wrong. Go meet court. Say make court stop ICPC and DSS and other people. Make them no probe him. Make them no arrest him. Now sake of say the things where in talk for Senate say that thing immunity cover him. Anybody where be say he won't do anything go talk say immunity cover him. Now the court don't come back talk say immunity no cover you. Make you go answer your call. So now you don't they open for arrest. We dey wait for ICPC. We dey wait for waiting and they call them DSS. We want here all of them. Make them go arrest and make we see all that judgment where we say she don't give since where she they do be the chairman. I been waiting she be of Court of Appeals. All the influential judgment where she the husband don't influence as in take talk make all those things come out. Plus the one where they come out from United States, plenty things don't they happen over there. Aside from the Chicago State, where they don't start that particular the positions where then they talk for there, the oral questions and answers where we say they come out there, the thing don't start already. News where they come out from there, they're very, very interesting. We even hear from David Hundeyin say identity theft. Where in the talk for ABC3 Houston News, that one go show and come out. But not be only me go talk all these things, so beside I don't bring come out for this highlight. I get Angel for studio. I get Esther and Princess, plus our own master who go join us for Zoom.
Good day, my well-meaning Nigerians, my lovely and intelligent, obedient worldwide. Welcome, tell your neighbor, say Hope Day. Our principal PO, he day for Bayelsa, he land for Bayelsa yesterday to give his support for the governorship where they come there. If you na see love, if you na see support, it dey massive. You know, say PO na man of the people. Welcome on board. Let's discuss.
Yes, so fellow obedient and well-meaning Nigerians, welcome to another episode of Hope Alive. We get plenty gist come today. Today, my people, the game is still on. Even as we give una the breakdown of our HEP2B panel, the notice of panel, we will give una the breakdown today. Join the conversation.
My well-meaning Nigerians and fellow obedient worldwide, it's sad that the judges in Nigeria are just cashing out while destroying the essence and fabric of our justice system. the rogue PEPT judgment wasn't enough for them. They are now trying to distribute it to other parts of the country. Kanu has experienced it now. We just hope that Enugu tomorrow will not experience the same. Well, we'll discuss this and more. Welcome back to Hope Alive.
Yes, let's join the discussion. This very discussion where we want start now. Make we first start with the news where they come up from USA, where we say David Hundeyin talk say na pure identity theft. Say the thing where they happen for CSU now go expose identity theft on the part of Bola Tinubu where they talk. That one they come out from David Hundeyin. But make you not be say I carry match up on yours as he talk and for there, because this ABC News 3 Houston, that one now renowned media house where we say then they talk correct. Now they don't begin to pay attention as then talk say Tinubu enter US. They want do interview, make them answer plenty question, and then no one give them audience. Then they prevent the people where they guide and they give them a body, then they give and push. They no one make it answer questions for that side. So then come call David Hundeyin and say, make it tell them what happen again. Make we take list in the thing no truth.
Nigeria's president now isn't only a drug criminal, but potentially someone who potentially has committed identity theft. Right, this issue is in court now in Chicago and in Nigeria, and I just think it's amazing that for more than 30 years he's somehow been able to sort of get away with all of this without being asked these questions. I think this is the first time his feet are actually being put to the fire. It's a pity that under Nigerian law he was actually able to be sworn into office before these legal challenges could actually be completed. But I guess someone has to do the job, so here we are.
I was going to ask you, David, on that note where you ended, the fact that I think that it was just earlier this year a Nigerian court ruled, I think it was an appeals court, ruled that, or rejected basically petitions filed by opposition challenging the legitimacy of his presidency or his victory, including questioning his qualifications. So why, if what you are saying is the case, if, you know, these from decades ago, these things in fact happened as you're describing them, and I know that you've looked up and have the documents for them, why then did a Nigerian appeals court move forward and reject the petitions opposing it and move forward with the election, as you said?
So an unfortunate thing about the justice system in Nigeria is, first of all, it's not independent. The judiciary is actually not independent of the executive. The executive controls the money of the judiciary. There's a very bad habit of delivering this thing called justice by technicality. So in the case of his educational qualifications and his failure to declare an additional nationality, which was also another perjury on the electoral declaration, what the court basically said was, oh, well, the way this evidence was submitted didn't meet this process or that process, therefore we're not admitting it, we're striking it out. So basically, that decision wasn't made on the merits of the case. It was made off the back of a technicality. And even more farcically, in my opinion, the judgment that was made regarding the fact that he had, forfeited money for heroin trafficking. He had involvement in heroin trafficking. What the court said basically was it was his bank accounts that were sued by the U.S. government. I guess, using the framework of a U.S. civil asset forfeiture technically is true. But obviously, you and I know that's a legal technicality, because obviously a bank account is not a standalone entity. There's an individual behind it. So what the Nigerian Appeal Court said was the bank accounts in the name of Bola Ahmed Tinubu committed the crimes and not the man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So basically, the president's bank accounts are guilty of drug trafficking, but not the man, not the president. The president. I personally think that's a ridiculous judgment, but, here we are.
David, we have only a couple more minutes, but I wanted to ask you about the documents the FBI here in the States, of course, now says that they're going to release on President Tinubu and your role in helping that to happen.
Yes. So shortly before the election, I'd actually tried to get hold of the documents in Tinubu's FBI file, because I know for a fact anyone who has ever been the subject of a U.S. federal investigation does, in fact, have an FBI file. Okay. And in response to the FOIA, the FBI said because of privacy considerations, we're not going to give you this information. He's a private citizen. So after the election, which he purportedly won, he's no longer a private citizen. He's now a public official. So we sent, in conjunction with a gentleman called Aaron Greenspan, who runs a website called plainsight.org. You might be aware of it. He's based in San Francisco. We sent off another set of FOIAs, this time to the FBI, the CIA, the State Department, the DEA, the IRS, and the US attorneys. And they initially stonewalled. So we went to court, right? So myself and Aaron, in conjunction with a lawyer whom we were able to get to work pro bono. So in the initial submission from the respondents was that potentially this was going to drag on to like 2026. And then a couple of weeks ago, pretty much out of nowhere, I didn't see it coming. It was, I think, Friday, September 8th, I think it was. Then I got a message from Aaron, you know, and there'd been a new filing in court. And basically all 6 US government agencies, that's the FBI, the CIA, the DEA, IRS, the State Department, and the US attorneys, basically said, we're going to give you everything you're asking for. And even went into further detail. The FBI said they've identified 2,500 pages of relevant information on Bola Tinubu, which they're going to release at the rate of 500 pages a month, starting from October. To put that in perspective, Malcolm X had about 2,400 pages in his FBI file. So what on earth does the FBI have on someone who is apparently Nigeria's sitting president now that makes it up to 2,500 pages of material? I think everyone would love to know. So I'm pretty much waiting with like bated breath. I think everyone in Nigeria is at this point to see what on earth it is that the law enforcement agency in America has on our sitting president. So I guess we're about to find out.
Put myself on mute. This may then be the beginning of much more to come. Maybe we'll talk to you later. We have to end because the show is ending here in just seconds. But I wanted to thank you for coming on. Of course, if we had a representative from the president's office, he would say that he was fairly elected, that he did graduate, and those things that we know that those of his supporters would say. But as you mentioned, and we can see this, the FBI has said this, they are going to release all these documents. And so we will be watching, and perhaps we'll have you on later. Thank you so much, David, for your time.
Eyewitness News for ABC 13 hosting. Now them they give this one. And I know say the thing done dey hot for US now. Article don't generate that one. We thank them for that one. Now our mandate now we want. So Hundeyin don't talk the thing as he take be. Identity theft, and even he explained to Igbo people how our own court take judge the matter for here. Say na no be Tinubu na him be the person wey be say he did drugs. Say na the account wey be the account name of Tinubu na him be the thing. Even the thing surprised the man. But anyway, we don't see how the thing they take the waka, and we don't see the judgment wey be say if they come out from US. And Judge Gilbert, as we thank him, if una see concise judgment, ruling, the thing will be say if una go see, even if na just na 31 pages, una go see how they take articulate the judgment abi the ruling. You go see, not be only grammar, but why and how they arrive to the whole conclusion. But when you come to the one where we say we do for Nigeria, 24 from morning, people sit down, they no eat, they no drink, then they listen to jargons where we say then they talk. But anyway, make we come up from their matter, make we enter the matter where we say it dey on ground for here. The one from Enugu where we dey here, we say tomorrow na him be the D-Day, and we dey hope say that particular election tribunal go do the needful, because we no go expect anything less. Maxwell, as you there for Zoom now, you know say NYSC DG don't even come out talk say Koro say that certificate where Peter Mbade parade say na fake one. So I don't know any other thing where the election tribunal need to fire them tomorrow as they enter their judgment. Abi, how you take see am?
Friends with Dr. Strange, Tony Stark.
Maxwell, you did, yeah? Yes, I dey hear you now.
From Enugu State, e get several revelations wey dey for this case wey the public need to even know about, sake of say
Okay, I think I can hear Maxwell again. I don't know if something is muted. I can hear him. But producer, make you for the project the Enugu State person where would they talk, make people they understand the person where would they expect tribunal to sack tomorrow. Yes. So with that very one, we go they look our audio again, make we see how Maxwell go connect back to us because he gets some things when one explanate, give us when we say we know even get. He say we know him before, so we need to make sure we connect to him. Now we go to the one where there for screen now. Where we say na tribunal. Where we say they don't sack the governor of APC. I mean the NMPP governor where there for there. The man, as we see say. In fact, they show for screen now, be like say the man the para. Whether I see the para, now then take and the picture, we no know. But down here for inside studio, I see say even Angel, they laugh the man. You don't Angel, you tell me before say Okwankwaso they fight with that team or guy before where they steal money.
Yes, you know say Ganduje and Kwankwaso, now him be deputy to Kwankwaso before. So before him become the governor. I know say the camera don't cut him before where in the carry dollar they put both for in agbada for in cap. And this judgment now, it be like say na the judge na kind of Samani judge na in this man go be.
Okay, the election tribunal
because you know say Ganduje na APC national chairman now where he be. So you know as APC dey na that party na corrupt party. Maybe it don't influence the judgment.
Even before that very time, it be like say protest been there for Kanu when they protest.
Yes, they do protest. They talk say they don't want this bribery, they don't want this one. But now everybody eye come clear say now waiting that they really talk about. Now waiting they really push against with this. Because this corruption syndrome now of Justice Samani, don't they spread wide, they go wide the whole court. Yes. They always twist the judgment to suit them.
Yes. Reports even says that INEC now one of their problem. Say INEC did not stamp their ballot papers. That was one of the reasons why they sacked them. Waiting concern them and ballot papers and INEC stamping ballot paper. Is that their problem? It should be INEC's problem and not them. But they sacked them just because of that. And even report also says that some of the lawyers were outside, we are locked outside the courtroom today. For the judgment, exactly. During the judgment. That some lawyers were locked, in fact, not some, lawyers were locked outside and they said they would do, they would transfer the judgment through Zoom when they're already there physical. Why Zoom when the people are already there? Why not allow them then into the court? Then them go sit down for television like the one where they tell us, make we go stay for our television. But anyway, shall we?
This judgment where Justice Samani judge for this presidential election, the disadvantage where the thing go cause for Niger, it never they happen. It still they come. Because you see that judgment for presidential, it don't bring so many corruption, so many, it don't open doors for so many evil to happen. Because even if they judge it, yes, even if they judge it wrong, they go use that Samani own, can refer them back, which is very bad. Because right thing is right thing, good thing na good thing, bad thing na bad thing. But now, what me I dey think myself for the whole thing be say na big loss for Kwankwaso. We know say Kwankwaso as INEC take declare say in win that
clear for Kano State. And again, but what I know can like about the man, now him begin the dine with Tinubu, because report get at that time say I meet Tinubu for abroad. Say he dey seek for appointment or make it for work for inside the administration or something, but then talk say the thing no work out for him. But again, the man wey be say come up from there wey been boil that time, the deputy wey be now they don't give am the chairman of APC. So and now APC then can't give the governorship something to. But anyways, I know say the man go fight him, but me I know envy Kwankwa, so you understand, because of that way you do. Yes, because him for join us for waiting we they do, but him go even channels TV, they tell them say they no get money to go court and all that, say they no want litigate. But anyway, make we the we know say when Maxwell join us, if the audio don't clear now, make it for join us talk inside, because this Enugu State own, I know say he get something where you go explain it. I beg, if you get that certificate, I be the this thing from Enugu now, make it for display, make our audience know say tomorrow we expect say Labour Party and the obedience go there happy say our own people won't take over that side. So, okay, you get this one from Maxwell. So, as we no get invoice, you won't put the tweet way into it for inside. I told you that September is the month of judgment and will be one to remember. Breaking news. The Enugu State Gubernatorial Election Petition Tribunal will deliver its judgment on Thursday, 21st September 2023 at 9 a.m. With the wait, he said, by all standards, this is a straightforward case of forgery and perjury, coupled with other things we say he mentioned inside there. But anyhow, I shall say this audio thing go clear, make Maxwell join us, make it for analyze this thing well. But make we dey move to other things we say he dey for our table. Esther, make you for give us the next thing we say he dey come up, make we begin the vanor dey go.
Okay, inside that.
Maxwell, yes, I can hear you now. Whether na Nigeria happened to you, I no. But may it no happen again. I bet make you explain it, give us about this Enugu state, because I be like say you say get things where we say we no know where you want explain it, give us.
Well, I don't know what they do my network. All of a sudden, I was using the same network some time ago on another interview, but I don't know what be the problem. But make I talk fast, now some of the problems we face for Nigeria, and I hope so we feel resolve them. So what in the be say this case for Enugu, we need to put eyes well, because you know say I don't talk and say when it comes to a person to sit down for seat of governor or to sit down for seat of presidency, say he get things where be say the person no suppose don't do for Nigeria. I've been talking about the provisions of section 137 of the 1999 Constitution. Talk about the provisions of I think section 182 or thereabouts, which covers the one for the state. I'm not certain about the state, please don't quote me. You see, say anybody will be say you don't forge certificate for Nigeria, you no suppose hold the seat of governor, you no suppose hold seat of president, you no suppose hold seat of vice president, deputy governor, house of reps, senate, state house of assembly. Now the law be that, you understand? And remember, say even you too, now you also follow for people who been tell me, say the DG of NYSC been don't come out come to say this particular certificate where mpa the parade for Enugu State. Say no be us give am. This person no do this NYSC for our place. So where there are glaring evidences like this, we need to put our eyes clearly to see the kind judgments where they come out from the court. Remember saying that tomorrow 9 be the judgment. The judgment will be given by tomorrow at 9 a.m. for this thing, for the tribunal where they hear this particular matter between the Labour Party candidate Edoga and INEC and Mba and all the people we follow for the matter. So not even only this one be the issue we concern that matter. You know, say even the distance of the votes in the numbers, not even plenty. Where this one take, I think is about 2,000 or 3,000 votes. Where it take pass them or so, because they claim say several frauds, manipulation, non-compliance also happen for inside that election. So I dey call on Nigerians wherever you dey, whether you from Enugu, you know from Enugu, whether you vote for Enugu, you know vote for Enugu. The thing be say wetin we dey do here na a fight to rescue Nigeria. Now e no mean say if Peter Obi get justice for court, say another person no suppose get. Now the same court system. If Peter Obi fit get justice, may other people get. If other people fit get justice, may Peter Obi get. So now it be the matter. And to also chook mouth for this Kanu state, I be make I wait or you want make I also pull mouth. May not be say my network again will come pursue me, come out from this studio. With the, so with the events where they come up from Kanu state, can you hear me please? Let me be very sure.
Yes, I can hear you clearly. I can hear you. I no hear you again. Okay, make we wait whether he go come back and they won't join issue. But before he come back, make we go to wetin Maxwell talk for in tweet about Peter Obi's appeal. The grounds where he talk, the way he take analyze them. Make we go for that very place. Make we start until he come join us again. Because this thing where in the talk, I won't hear and well. And I know say obedience worldwide won't hear wetin he won't talk about them. So make we start with this one. Why would they wait for him? He say Peter Obi from. Yes, I can hear you. Let's get to you, please.
No verse. I don't understand this network.
No verse. Just issue. Continue. We'll not go verse until we get our Monday back. You stop. We want to your mouth for what happened for Kano State.
Okay, that means you not the way beside in the talk before the thing can go one I notice. So I say make I chook mouth for what happened for Kano State. I don't know whether one I don't forget. See, now this same Kano State. Now Justice Flora Azingi been come out, come talk, say people they make attempt to bribe her. Say senior advocate of Nigeria been they make attempt to bribe her, not be only to bribe her, say that they even pass through other people where they work for the court to bribe her and other justice. I don't know whether you remember that matter will be come out.
Yes, now I remember them, yes.
So the question where we can need to they ask now be say, how a whole justice go come out, come talk this kind of thing? Nobody proved that issue. Nobody call her, say, may she come mention the names. May them call all the people who they work for courts that time, may them come prove this issue. Nobody call anybody, no investigation, absolutely nothing. That case was swept under the carpet. We don't know anything that happened in that case. And today we have a judgment and people are expressing grievances about the judgment. So these are the main issues. We don't allow things to just lay low and go off like that. Mr. Kanu, if we continue to keep quiet for this kind of matter, now so people go make them say that they try to kill them, nobody go answer them, nobody go do anything until the person die. And now what will they see for Nigeria? How person go make them say that they try to bribe her for court to pervert justice? Nobody talk anything. He reach today, justice is no really come court. They not do the proceedings from Zoom since they can't decide say they go do Zoom. Okay, fine. Probably they are scared. I bet you still they hear me make a dish or say
yes, network. I hear you. And they just they laugh about the Zoom where they want to do.
So the Zoom matter, they not talk about Zoom from beginning of the proceedings. They not do Zoom. You can't reach now, they can't do Zoom. Okay, let us believe that there is probably a presumption that that there was security threats and the rest to hold that Zoom meeting. Why they don't communicate them on time to the lawyers, to the parties involved? You can't allow lawyers, people who are called to the bar, solicitors, as barristers and solicitors of the Supreme Court. They go there, they wait for court to sit down. Some of them sit down for court, sit down for ground. Just they wait for justices. Meanwhile, they know that where say they don't make arrangements for Zoom to deliver judgment. These are the kind of problems that are happening in Nigeria. And except we speak up, these things will continue to happen. So now just wait till I get to talk for the matter be that for now.
Okay. Before this, your network go through. Make we quickly go to when you tweet for your X handle. We see say you analyze Peter Obi's grounds of appeal for there, and we don't display them before, but I go one made in display them so that you go take us through waiting you talk for that place. Make some people also go to your handle see the rest because we feel no take all. So some people go for you see Maxwell's tweet made them go there. They say Peter Obi formulated 51 grounds of appeal against the judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. He said, we will be analyzing this soon enough. It is massive. Now we go to the main things where we say in the follow. So we will go from one. I think he formulated different things where we say ide for that very place. And the things where we say formulate, make I hand over to Princess, Princess for bring them out so that Maxwell go help us tell us what it mean for inside. Okay,
so from ground 9, he said, the petitioners will be arguing that the tribunal failed to take account of the several letters issued to INEC, which is exhibiting PCQ1 to PCQ6, which they refused to avail the documents requested for. They will also argue that INEC failed to comply with the mandatory requirements of Section 73(2) of the Electoral Act, and even though the petitioners proved it in court, INEC didn't call any witness, not even a presiding officer, to prove otherwise. Okay, make we hold on for there. Maxwell, you go take them from here, make you explain, give us this your summary. Because this one, they talk ground 9, and you know say you get the ground 1 and ground 2. Make you give us a very short, brief analysis of this very summary where you do.
Okay, waiting they be say, you know, say the petitioners done for all appellants, you know, say they don't come out for the lower court. They up now appellants they call them, but I feel use the word interchangeably. That is either the petitioners or appellants. Now they don't formulate grounds where ABCNEWS they bring them come the Supreme Court to come question the judgment from the lower court. And now these grounds then they go take later formulate their arguments where they go argue on top of the matter during the time where they go file their brief of argument. And some of these grounds they're very striking. I see they do those analysis where they post for my X handle or Twitter handle, as majority of people know I'm so I'll be dropping them as I continue to do them. I don't do some regarding 9, some regarding ground 11, some regarding ground 15, ground 21, 22, 23. Let's extract the most important grounds, you know, because some of these grounds they interrelated. For instance, when you look ground 1, 2, 3, 4, they all they interrelated. And for this particular ground, you say na ground 9. 9 you just read, Abi?
Yes. Yes. Yes, ground 9, yes.
Because I know they see them from my own,
yes. Yeah,
from my own screen.
9.
So when you look at it, the petitioners had already laid several documents before the court. The petitioners also go ahead to argue their case, call witnesses, tender evidence, where they want use take proof, say this case where they carry come court, say they comply. And when they talk about all the things where they go prove for court, the other party will be INEC, no even call anybody to disprove them. Remember, say they been the claim, say INEC no agree upload, INEC no agree do this one, INEC no agree comply with the provisions of the law. And normally, when you don't lay such claims before the court, it then necessary say the other party go refute the claims where you don't lay before the court, and then tender arguments against them. But waiting the Peter Obi lawyers they talk, they say subsequently they go argue for their brief of argument. Petitioners, I say the respondents no agree call any witness will disprove this particular matter. The only witness where INEC been called, if you remember, now only one man will come from their ICT department. Where he be say he even tell the court say he no participate during the election, he no be presiding officer, he no be anything for the election, and then they can't bring that only that person come to come prove say they comply with the provisions of the law, and it is not proper. You understand? So this one are one of the grounds where we say the petitioners or the appellants go take carry go court to go tell Supreme Court say may them overturn that judgment by the Court of Appeal.
Thank you for that very one. Make we come back to our own princess. Make she for give us the other grant. We're not going to cover all the grants today, so but we will take this one and we will take another one. And we'll go to the other things where we say we carry go. So, princess, make you give us the other grant.
Ground 11. Recall that 10 of the 13 witnesses of the petitioners were rejected because their witness statements on oath was not front-loaded. The petitioners will argue that on the basis of two previous judgments, that's Dixon versus Sylvia 2017 and Uzodinma versus Ihedioha 2020, that the Supreme Court held that the evidence of witnesses on subpoena was admissible, and the court evaluated and gave weight to the evidence, that the subpoena was not objected to, neither did the court set them aside, and by this, the subpoenas were still binding on the court and all the parties. That for a subpoena to be set aside, there must be valid reasons, and since the court did not provide any or set it aside, it lacked jurisdiction to nullify from the 10 witnesses. Now, Part 3B says, under the same ground 11, for those who listen to my submissions on Mindset Space, that is UC Maxwell talking, 1MMC Space and Obidati TV on YouTube. You will recall I made reference to a recent judgment of the Court of Appeal on 10th of August 2023 about allowing subpoena witness to testify. It was included in the notice of appeal of P2B and will be argued under ground 11. Under this ground, the petitioners will argue that the PEPT failed to appreciate the judgment in this unreported case of CA/PH/EP/SEN/06/2023, APM versus INEC and ORS, that it will be incongruent and preposterous to hold the statement on oath of the subpoenaed witness must accompany the petition. Note also that in this APM judgment, it was an unanimous finding.
Okay, big grammar there for you. Maxwell, as you take this one, now you talk them and now you write them, so make you explanate the thing. Make people will be saying they go read them for there, make them get very short form of waiting you talk for there.
Okay, the thing be say, say out of the 13 witnesses where the petitioners will be Peter Obi been bring carry come court, they throw away 10 of those witnesses. They throw away 10 of those witnesses, and the reason why they take throw away them be say they no front load their witness statement on oath. Say they no file them when they file the petition. And also, if you also recall, like I write for that particular tweet, say I don't talk this thing many times, say the court failed to follow due process. The court failed to reason other laws where they say they don't allow witnesses where they no front load their witness statement on oath. The court tried to run away from the fact, say this witness is now witness will come by the order of the court, and say they know they under the control of the petitioners. In fact, the court denies, say these people no be their witness. Say even though them give subpoena for the witnesses to come, say since the petitioners pay money for the subpoena, say no be their witness. But you see, one thing about subpoena is that once a subpoena is issued, it is an order by the court, and the authority to issue that order by the court is stemmed from the fact that it is gotten from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. If you don't see subpoena documents before, you go see and they say they go write and say you are hereby commanded in the name of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria or by the authority of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So if the court don't issue such order, take call person come court, the person don't give testimony, the person don't tender documents, how the court go come turn around, come pursue the person with the documents and everything we tender for court, say no be their witness, say they supposed to tender the documents before the case being start. So you say this one not even be in line with the principles of equity, fairness, and justice. And apart from that, not even be in line with law. The cases where you been reading are cases where they don't hold before, where the court don't already hold. Say once subpoena witnesses say they be witnesses of the court, number one, and say if you just pursue them. Even if you look the case of A they just do for 10th of August 2023, the court still reaffirmed the same thing, say it dey binding. Say once court don't issue subpoena, even if that subpoena correct or it dey wrong, it must dey binding on the court and also on the parties. So how come the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal no make reference to these cases They don't make references to this law. Take uphold the arguments, the witness on oath, and the evidence where they send. So now the thing we follow for there be that. I don't know whether or not they hear me for studio. So now the thing we follow for the matter be that, and they try as much as possible to make sure these things form part of their arguments where the petitioners go argue when the case start proper for the Supreme Court for their brief of argument.
Plan A give. We're going to take those grounds one by one. We're going to break them down, make our people understand all the ground we say we carry them to know. Say hope day. With that one, make way for Waka enter within our PO talk about this man where we say he died, the Mohbad, and he the condole with the family. But make I talk as intake bring them. On behalf of my family, I condole with the mother and the entire family of Erioluwa Oladimeji Olabo. That is Mohbad. Over his painful demise, I know how difficult it is for parents to lose a child, especially one with such a promising future as it is. So I urge the government and the security agencies to probe the circumstances that led to his untimely demise and to leave no stone unturned in unraveling the circumstances surrounding his death. With his demise, the nation has lost a promising talent in our growing music and other arts industry, I believe. So while we're expecting this to come, okay, and entertainment industry, we pray God to grant him eternal rest and grant his parents, family, and teeming fans the fortitude to bear his irreplaceable loss. Peter Obi, signed. So every obedient also we join our principal to commiserate with the families of Mohbad. And the people will be saying they do this very something, I believe say police go do the needful and do the right thing. But this kind of thing no fit dey happen for our new Nigeria where we dey talk about. Only say even if it go happen, it go dey very minimal because PO must put checks and balances in place. But now people just they take laws into their hand. With PO matter, Angela, I say PO last time when go Bangladesh, you speak well for there, and you even talk say for this Bayelsa when you go, people show him love. Yes, they show him
massive love. You know, say PO na man of the people. Anywhere where he go, na love they follow him because he know he onions. He know wetin they talk.
Yes,
he be the man of the people.
Yes, and Esther, you tell me say the Bangladesh trip where he go say. Even as he reach for that place, then they accept him like the president of Nigeria myself.
In scatter talk there. We get the video now.
I get the video.
Yes.
Okay, a producer, make you forgive us. Make we hear small thing when we say it talk because I know say PO the talk sense everywhere where you go. Let's take a listen to that then.
Present time. Today is the engine of growth in most countries of the world. Not just developing countries, but developed countries of the world. According to the last World Bank studies and survey, SMEs is about 90% of the businesses and creates over 50% of the job globally. In developing and emerging markets like Bangladesh, they contribute over 40% of the GDP. In Nigeria, it's a similar situation, over 45% of the GDP. In places like China, they contribute over 60%, creating 7 out of every 10 jobs. In India, it's similar impact. So across the Commonwealth countries, you can say it's creating the same impact. Commonwealth country, as you know today, is the 56th nation of the Commonwealth, is about 2.5 billion in population, a third of the world, with over 1 billion young population and over 1 trillion in exports. However, the Commonwealth, if you look at the wealth of the Commonwealth, is about over 150 trillion, which you could say is about 10 times the size of the GDP of the Commonwealth, because the last time I looked at it, the Commonwealth GDP, total GDP is about 14.5 trillion. And over 30 times the total world export of about 5 trillion. What we are going to discuss today is the issue of how to formalization and internationalization of SMEs, which is critical for the Commonwealth as a family. By supporting, internationalizing, and formalizing the SMEs, would have created wealth across the entire world, because Commonwealth countries exist in almost 5 continents of the world. So by formalizing and internationalizing SMEs, you actually come across the entire world by ensuring the growth of this engine of development.
To be, we hear as they talk, they educate people all over the world. People they like wherever they won't do anything. We be say then go talk how growth go be. Then go call it because a person will be say in get plans for Niger. So AJ, when as we don't plan to carry our kayak come up for studio, this bias I will be say you they talk, say people show them love. It be like say we get videos, I be pictures for inside that
yeah,
very
I think
we'll
we
show
have
our people.
banners. Yeah, we go show our people banners.
Yeah, banners
because
and
we
all
get LP governorship candidates for that place.
Okay.
He help them go open the Siam.
That is Kampala, B?
No, Kampala is for Delta.
Okay.
This one na Bayelsa.
Okay, Bayelsa.
Yes,
okay.
for campaign office.
Okay.
Everybody follow.
Even Ozibo they there
yes,
myself.
many of them.
Of our
plenty.
people.
See now, see massive love.
Yes.
The man
no
is
small thing. Esther, see say your they do mui.
Pio na person we know in onion just like and waiting people they find a person we know the road and will lead the way. No people we go tell us say oh yeah they go
look,
they
follow
come.
No
Yes, follow who no road. They get why. Now the kind people will be there in the want. Now the kind of person we will want. Men don't affair. No the person we go say they go they come. Finally they come follow Wuru, come follow backyard. They go there follow shortcuts. No be that kind of person wants.
Okay.
Anyways, that same to so, and that's one of the reasons why maybe they even call them for that Bangladesh, because now who get idea now then they follow.
Of course,
exactly.
no.
He is the person that has the good idea, everybody follow. And if you listen to PO talk, you see that he's spewing wisdom every single time.
Now waiting we go see for the new
and
Nigeria.
even people that are of big power, presidents, they listen to him. They calm down and listen when he's talking. Nobody is talking anything.
So
unlike,
we are visualizing how the new Nigeria where would they talk about.
Exactly.
Anyway, my people, as we come back now, wherever on a day, make on for like and share this very video. Make people see waiting Hundeyin they talk for that very eyewitness news for ABC 13 for US hosting. So make them for know waiting they come up from Chicago State University and other here in this very program. Make on for like and share. Now the contribution where we say on a go do for us where we say we did the talk every time about the hope we're still there alive. Make una understand say hope day. So make you for like and share. With this very one, I go carry my give Angel. Make sure for carry our kaya they come out for studio.
My well-meaning Nigerian obedient worldwide. Una don hear our PO na man of the people. Anywhere good thing dey, he go see am there. He's competent. He character na ogbenge. nobody, no corruption tie am as others tie others. Because if to say na PO now, they say where your classmates you no get for primary, you no get for secondary, even the uni own na wahala full am. People for don dey talk since, but this one e dey plain. If you do one do two, go tell you go verify. Everywhere where in school, everybody know am. Go there, you go see him name. No be say you go answer Obi here, go for secondary school, answer one. No, Obi throughout, because he knows that character matters. As far as you're a human being, character is the main issue. Because my people, all eyes on judiciary. We don't go back. We don't go back. All eyes on the judiciary. Make them hear us now. Supreme Court, we don't dey there. Our eyes, our ears, all our body, dey for na side now. Make una do the right thing, do the needful. Write your name in gold. My people, like, share, subscribe. Thumbs up to the video. Now your own part, where they do the evangelism be that, to support P2B. We appreciate you, our UC Maxwell. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you, my obedient people worldwide. Like, share, subscribe. Thumbs up to the video. We thank you, we love you, but God loves you more. Bye for now.